hire both an independent licensed mechanic with 30 years of experience. In the next short while, I'm going to show you the inside story on this 2016 Chevy Equinox so you can make yourself an informed decision. Now, coming in on the left front tire, you got about 40% tread on all-season radio, so it's down, but it's definitely not out. The left lower ball joint is tight. Now this is critical. It's the only thing that holds the chassis, holds the left wheel to the chassis, and that is tight. On your brakes, you got about 20,000 K left on the front brakes. This is your left outer CV boot. Now it's full of grease, and if it was ripped, you'd see grease all over the place. Important not to be, because it lubricates the axle going forward. This is the left inner CV boot. Same thing. Good and dry. This is your left outer tie rod. Now this is critical because it's the only thing that holds the left wheel to the steering. That's tight. This is your left sway bar link connected from there up to there. Now that's important to be connected because it dampens the sway as it goes around the corner. Now this is the bottom of the transmission right here, and if it was going to leak, you see oil all along in here. You see oil all along here. This is the bottom of the oil pan gauge. If it was going to leak, you see oil right here. I don't see any leaks in here at all, which is nothing but good. Coming across to the right front tire, about 40% tread, down a bit but not out. The right lower ball joint is tight, right outer tie rod is tight, right sway bar link connected from there up to there, intact, doing its job. Outer CV boot not ripped, inner CV boot not ripped. So brakes, about 20,000 K left on your front brakes. Yeah, looking not too shabby here. And now, okay, this is your catalytic converter here, but the problem, there's nothing wrong with it. The trouble is that people are reaching up under here and going cut and getting about $100 at the wrecking yards for it, and you got yourself a $1,000 repair. Now, if you buy the vehicle, you're going to come to me and I'm going to put on a catalytic theft protection system that is free of charge, doesn't cost you, and it's going to stop that from happening. Now, following down your drive shaft, your exhaust, bottom of the car, not even, a little bit of surface rust, but other than that, no rust issues that I can see. Follow your exhaust down, all good, no cracks, no breaks on your exhaust. Yeah, very clean. Now, coming to the right rear tire, okay, you got about 40% tread on all season radio, so down a bit but not out. Now your right rear shock, now this shock is full of oil, and if it was leaking, you see it dripping all the way down here. That is bone dry. This is your right spring suspension here, no cracks, no breaks. This is your right rear sway bar link connector from there to there. Now on your brakes, on your brakes, you got about 30,000 K left on your rear brakes. So more brakes on the rear than you have on the front. Definitely a good amount of K. That's the right outer CV boot, good and dry. Right inner CV boot, good and dry. More importantly, this is the bottom of the diff, of the rear diff, and if it was going to leak, you see it all the way along in here. That is bone dry. Now coming across to the left rear tire, about 30%, down a little bit more than the others, but down but not out. On your left rear shock, good and dry. Left rear spring suspension, good and no cracks, no breaks. Left rear sway bar link connected from there to there. Left front outer CV boot, good and dry. Left inner CV boot, good and dry. So brake wise, leak wise, suspension wise, I'm not seeing any issues so far. Now with the motor running, you've got an airbag light here, and what that airbag light is pertaining to is the passenger seat restraint here. So yeah, you want to address that and just talk to the seller about what it's going to take for that to go away and work that into the price as well. Other than that, there is no check engine lights and seems to be running very smoothly, but I'll take you out and show you the condition of the motor now. Now with the motor running, very, very smooth. Show the exhaust. No concerns. Now, one thing I always do is I take off the oil cap and I take a look underneath and see if there's any indication of white goo. Now, white goo would be a mixture of oil and antifreeze, which is a head gasket and a big problem. But I don't see any indication of that at all. In fact, I don't see any indication of any. I don't hear any noises, any concerns. Run-wise, it runs very smoothly. Now, if you buy One thing I'm going to say, and remember I told you that the catalytic converter, this is the cables. This is one of two cables that I'm going to put on the catalytic converter, top and bottom. And remember, they're laying on the ground, they reach up, they put it with a sawzall, they hit the cable, they say forget it, they move on. So that's going to save your cat. But in addition to that, if you buy, I'm also going to put on this thing onto the motor, right onto the fuel line, and the combination of this and this plugged into the OBD2 is going to give you 15% better mileage. I know, I've done it for 30 years, never fails, it never quits. In addition to that, I'm also going to give you 2 more of these and show you where to put them on your house. Believe it or not, this, if you go on the fuel line on your furnace and the fuel line on a natural gas line on your water heater, this will save you 10% of your natural gas every single month forever. I've done it, again, 30 years. Now, that, my friend, is so I want to save you fuel, not just on the road. I want to save you fuel in your house as well.